The World Summit on Sustainable Development was a call to action. Business leaders from around the globe argued that a company's profits and its pursuit of social and environmental goals are linked. They also stressed the need to work with government and civil society to create a sustainable world.
10 years ago at the Rio Summit, 50 business leaders pledged a commitment to sustainable development. That was the start of WBCSD.
Economic growth is the key to both eradication of poverty and to a better environment.
Here in Johannesburg, we're saying loudly and clearly that business is good for sustainable development and that sustainable development is good for business.
This summit marks an historic opportunity to further the role of business in advancing sustainable development.
Business cannot succeed on its own. Sustainable development requires partnerships between government, NGO and business leaders. Together they can maximize opportunities for all and create a sustainable world.
We in business know that we have to act in partnership with others.
Partnerships are as much an essence to us in the environmental movement as they will, I think, become an essential part of your business strategy in the future.
The power increasingly is in the hand of business, and unless we start engaging the business sector more proactively, we are going to lose out.
We now understand, and the public generally and the governments understand, that both business and society stand to benefit from working together.
To the surprise of many, the World Business Council for Sustainable Development joined forces with Greenpeace to urge governments to combat climate change. These organizations, traditionally at odds, showed the spirit of cooperation that will be needed to face the challenges that lay ahead of us.
Sharing platforms is something that we do literally and figuratively.
Throughout the Johannesburg preparatory process, Greenpeace International and the World Business Council for Sustainable Development, despite our well-known differences, we have found ourselves frustrated by a lack of political will and decisiveness of the governments to fulfill their commitments under the Rio agreements, including Agenda 21.
This is not a merger between WBCSD and Greenpeace. I can promise you that.
On September the 1st, the WBCSD launched its book Walking the Talk. Its three authors, Phil Watts, Chad Holliday and Stefan Schmidheiny, argue that business can and must be an agent of positive change for the environment and the world's poor.
A book that is about the blueprint for action. It's called Walking the Talk, and the best thing about it, it has 64 examples from all around the world, case studies of how action can be taken.
The corporate sector has the finances, the technology, and the management to make things happen and to implement the decisions.
Demonstrate that we are making a difference. We must continue to translate theory into practice. We must walk the talk.
Please buy our book.